Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video, it is final time. I'm excited, the hype is real, because we now have all of the information about the new characters for the New Year Super Sugo Fest banner, legends, free-to-play units, rare recruits, everything. I haven't read a single thing. I have been working on the Kizuna video the whole day, so it is now finally time, and I have been waiting for this. Time to read all of the abilities, break them down, and of course discuss about the legends. I will give you my raw reactions and initial thoughts in this video. That's enough of an intro, let's get to it. By the way, I think the Sugo Fest starts on December 26th, and then a new part comes out every 2 days for a total of 4 parts, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let's begin. Rare recruit, Zoro. He is Q, he is Slasher, he is Free Spirit, and he's special. He deals 60 times his attack in non-type damage to all enemies. Reduces crew's special cooldown by 1, okay, a Zoro with special cooldown reduction. Reduces despair and burn by 5 turns. Boosts Slasher Free Spirit orbs by 2.25, very good orb boost. And if you have an orb boost, then he buffs your orb boost by 0.3 and extends it by 1 turn. Okay, decent. Zoro utility unit, the despair is good, the special cooldown is good. The orb boost is definitely good, even his additional effect is good, but the burn kind of underwhelming. Not insane for a rare recruit. Still decent, still a Zoro. Of course, he can reduce own special reverse. He also reduces his own cooldown whenever another Slasher or Free Spirit character uses their special, which is pretty good. He has 10 turns of maximum cooldown, which is nice. It's actually relatively low. Does he have a support? He does have a support. Once per quest, if character uses an orb boosting special, changes their slot into matching and boosts crew's orb buff by plus 0.1. Meh, nothing amazing. It's not horrible, at least it's a bit unique and it's not super generic, especially because we are going to pull a lot in this Sugo. Not super impressed by Zoro. Let's proceed to Sanji. Nice artwork. I love this Sanji attire, by the way. I don't care how many units they are going to release with this attire. I love it. His special deals 80 times his attack in non-type damage to all enemies, reduces bind and attack down by 5 turns, better combination of utility than Zoro, locks crew slots for 1 turn, nice, and boosts fighter and free spirit attack by 2.25 times for 1 turn. Very high attack boost for a rare recruit for 2 decent classes. If crew has an attack boost when the special is launched, buffs the attack boost by plus 0.3 and extends it by 1 turn. Similar to Zoro, but with an attack boost, a better combination of utility in my opinion, and I like the touch that they can also not only boost the already existing attack boost, if there is one, they can also extend it. His sailors, he sets all slots to TNT at the start, he reduces own special by 1 whenever another fighter or free spirit character uses their special. He also has 10 turns of special cooldown reduction. He is Sai, I did not notice that at the start. He's also fighter free spirit, of course. Zoro is Q, not Sai, interesting. And for his support, as we can see, it is pretty much the same with Zoro, but the character he's attached to needs to use an attack boosting special, and he can be attached to Sai fighters. The same reaction here, nothing crazy, but it is unique, so I like to see that. You can never know, that extra damage might help you in some situations, although I kinda doubt you are going to need it to clear. The matching slot is probably better than boosting your already existing buff, in my opinion. None of them is something crazy, but utility with a very good boost is definitely acceptable in rare recruits, because 2.25 times for a rare recruit is actually pretty high. Enough with the rare recruits though, let's proceed. That's Roger, that's another video. Nami, there you go. So, she is a Super Sugo. I think everyone is a Super Sugo unit. She is Striker and Free Spirit. She is also Sai. She's a Super Class Striker and Super Tandem. Okay, we have a lot to read here. Let's see. Nice artwork. I do like the unevolved and the evolved versions. For her Captain ability now, reduces own cooldown by 3, crew's cooldown by 1, boosts Sai Striker and Free Spirits. Their attack is boosted based on tap timing of the previous character, 5.25 minimum, 5.5 times maximum, so the more perfects you hit, the higher the attack boost becomes down the line of the chain, boosts their HP by 1.3 times, makes their Psi, RCV and TNT slots beneficial, very nice, greatly boosts chances of landing on TNT slots, that is nice because it's a super tandem, and completely removes paralysis duration, sweet, and reduces own cooldown by the number of turns of paralysis reduced. Okay, that's actually nice. But how often is it gonna be useful? Like really useful? Because if we think about it, majority of the time we see 5 turns of paralysis, right? So that is 5 special cooldown reduction for herself. How much is her total special cooldown reduction? It's 12. So it goes technically close to half. It will depend on her special, I think. Let's see the special. This special can overcharge beyond its maximum cooldown. Okay, now it's way better. If we have paralysis in multiple stages, even if you don't use Nami, you can still gather up special cooldown for her and maybe even use her twice in one stage. Let's see. Reduces cooldown of the crew by 1, reduces percent damage reduction and resilience by 7, cool. Deals 200 attack in non-type damage to all enemies. Applies 75% paralysis for 3 turns to all enemies, ignoring immunity, yes. Boosts the chain by plus 1.5, an additional plus 0.1 is added for every 5 special cooldown over her max, for up to plus 2.5 for 1 turn, that's a high chain boost, and boosts Psi/Free Spirit/Striker base attack by plus 1250. An additional 250 is added every 5 special cooldown over her max, for up to plus 3000 for 1 turn. Quite a lot to unpack here. So I'm not certain if you can activate it twice. I think you can if it overcharges to the same cooldown of the original charge for it to max out, I'm guessing. Or if you can't use it twice, you just get all of the benefits. And you need plus 5 for extra benefits, which is nice because if you have her max and you see paralysis, as I said before, majority of the time it's 5 turns of paralysis. So you are going to get some benefits at least. With just 5 turns overcharge though, the benefits are not insane, like the chain boost goes from plus 1.5 to plus 1.6. That's not insane. The base attack boost goes from 1250 to 1500. It's still a good unit. The thing is, when I read the paralysis ignoring immunity part, I expected a conditional attack boost as well. But we're not done, we have more of her kit to see. Let's go to the superclass. Superclass condition: any Straw Hat character or Yamato, excluding support, is on the crew, or the crew launches 4 specials. Nice, pretty easy to activate. The special deals 100 times attack in non-type damage to all enemies, ignoring defensive effects and base defense, reduces threshold by 5 turns with her superclass that strong, changes own slot including block to TNT, nice for the super tandem, boosts damage dealt to paralyzed character by 2.25 times for 1 turn, and makes Striker Super Striker. There you go! There's the conditional attack boost. But the wording is a bit off. First of all, paralyzed is spelled from a different universe, but it says character, not characters. Does that mean you only get the conditional attack boost against one paralyzed enemy? But she paralyzes all enemies. So what I'm saying does not make sense. Forget about it. She seems good. She gives a conditional attack boost, a chain boost, and a boost in base attack alongside very strong utility, with damage reduction removal, resilience is not the best, and threshold removal. If you think about it, these are some buffs that we don't often see. It's not an attack boost, it's not an ore boost, they're not the usual suspects, but they can be extremely useful. Let's keep going, she has more. Sailor 1, if crew is inflicted with paralysis, halves the duration of paralysis, rounded to the lowest number of turns if applicable. So if we have 7 turns, it goes 3 turns, because half of 7 is 3.5, rounded to the smallest amount, it's 3, and reduces own special cooldown by the number of turns reduced. That happens as a sailor as well. Very nice mechanic, I do like it, it's unique. I don't think it's gonna be busted, but it's unique, so I appreciate it. Sailor 2 reduces special reverse for self by 5 turns, very good. Her limit break abilities, pinch healing, reduces the slot cannot be changed debuff and super tandem of course. So let's also see the super tandem, decent limit break abilities. At level 5 the condition is any of the two are on the crew, any Straw Hat character Yamato or Big Mom. And the effect applies 2.25 tandem boost to Striker and Free Spirits for 1 turn and increases crew's damage boosting effects by plus 0.5 for 1 turn. Okay, that can definitely be strong, but it's not going to be as good at level 1, obviously. This is the pay to win option at level 5. Definitely a decent super tandem. She has a support. Once per quest if inflicted with paralysis, reduces it by 1 turn and reduces crew's special cooldown by 1 turn. 20 Straw Hat and Yamato. That is very good, not really for the paralysis, but she reduces crew's special cooldown, so for the entire crew. That is insane for a support, that's very good. And then we see her rumble abilities. I will be honest, I am pleasantly surprised by Nami. I did expect something with utility and conditional attack boosting, I think I said it in the prediction video, but I definitely did not expect all of that. I will be honest, she definitely lives up to the expectation of being a Super Sugo Fest unit, so I'm definitely happy with that. Again, I do not think the paralysis mechanic is broken, because I don't see a world where we are going to be able to easily or consistently in multiple quests throughout the year of OPTC, let's say, get the maximum chain boost and the maximum base attack boost. Now, if we can actually have a unit down the line which can paralyze us, then maybe this Nami is broken. But for now, with what we have, paralysis is most of the times 5 turns. Maybe in Kizuna we see an extra turn or 2 extra turns being added. So maybe we see 7 turns of paralysis or 6 turns of paralysis, or at the maximum 10 turns. We are not really going to see more. Even if it is in multiple stages, it's still gonna be 5 and 6 or 5 and 5. So she will get plus 0.2 in the chain boost and plus 500 in the base attack boost. Does that make her chain boosting and base attack boosting bad? Absolutely not, by no means. I'm just saying the numbers of plus 2.5 in the chain boost department and plus 3000 in the base attack boosting seem very nice, they seem awesome, but they are not really easily achievable. That's all I'm trying to say. Let's not forget though, that's not the main part of Nami, that is just an extra part of her, in my opinion, because she still has the utility, she still has the good boosting, she still has the amazing conditional attack boosting, and she is able to paralyze enemies ignoring immunity. This is so big, it is extremely important. Ignoring immunity is very strong in multiple scenarios. The conditional attack boosting also comes from her superclass ability, so it's not interruptible. And it's not even 2 times, it is 2.25 times. So it's definitely great. Her support can be very strong, and with the information we have right now, I'm definitely willing to say that this Nami can become a staple in Kizuna Super Boss quests, just like Ulti Page 1 or maybe Halloween Perona and Super Sugo Fest Dex Law. These characters can apply debuffs even through immunity, and that is extremely strong to gather lots of damage. That does not mean though that this Nami cannot help you outside of super bosses in Kizuna. I'm just talking about places where you need to gather tons and tons of damage. In conclusion, this Nami can 100% be extremely useful and still very strong even in quests that no paralysis is present at all. We're almost at 15 minutes and we haven't even seen the second legend yet, so I think I will do this in parts. This is the Nami part with the 2 rare recruits, Next up will be the Robin part and then the Kaido Yamato part, because all in one video will take forever to cover and I don't want the video to be extremely long. Pause. So, tell me, what do you think about Nami? Your thoughts and impressions down below. Do you like her? Do you not like her? Are you going to pull specifically for her? Tell me down below. And of course, if you enjoyed the breakdown, definitely leave a like, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more breakdowns on the New Year Super Sugo Fest Legends. As always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.